Hi FLOSSTUBE, it's Lee from Creatively, coming to you on Sunday the 26th of January. Can you believe it's just one week to go? It's kind of, I don't know, as you get older, right, things get faster and faster, so it's kind of quite shocking to me that January's almost done. Anyway, so to anyone returning to my channel, thanks for coming back again. Enjoying the conversations. Last week quite a few people talked about how they too were progress stitches, not just product or process stitches. I think a lot of people probably feel that way too. Yeah, it's a bit of a mix of all three, right? Anyone new, I should say, hey, this is a channel about cross stitch. 75% cross stitch, 25% random, although that mix kind of alters depending on how much stitching I've got done. So anyone who's just come by first time, hi, welcome. If you enjoy the Kiwi accent and you want to listen to somebody ramble on about cross stitch, you're welcome to stay. So yeah, that's pretty much that's the awkward intro stuff done, right? FLOSSTUBE number 12. Whoop whoop, pretty cool. I think I might have mentioned last week, Monday was a holiday, Wellington Anniversary Day, so we got the day off. So I spent a good bit of Monday, I think I just worked on, well, I socialised, so I didn't get as much stitching done as I would like to have, but I did finish I've been working on my Quaker Seasons of Friendship. That was my birthday starch from the Saturday. So if anyone wants this, you can get it from, it's a Crown and Thistle design, but I think exclusive through Dye to Stitch. That's their label or design label. And just you contact them, email or call them if you're in the States. I emailed and they were really, really helpful and sent it to me. I actually got the chart last June, and but then I did for a million years on what I was going to stitch it on and with, and I finally settled on a palette from Stitch Palettes, the Red Blossoms palette, with my fabric is that really light grey, sort of dark grey, and then DMC and a fancy floss. What am I using? Gentle Art Soot. Oh yeah, it's so this is where I got to. So I was partway through this motif when I showed this on Sunday. I haven't ironed anything today. It's too hot to get the iron out and steam everything. And I've got the window shut and I've got the aircon on because I'm hot today. Then I worked on this red one because this had little hearts in the motif. I thought I'll do that one red. Yeah, and then I needed a break from 40 count because, you know, it's wee. My fabric is 40 count Fog from the Country Stitch, which is a New Zealand dyer. Cool, so I put that away. Went back to work just nuts. So I work as a project manager for a Crown agency and central government in New Zealand, and we've just hit the ground running, and there's just so much. So I've got one quite reasonable sized program of work that has 5-ish work streams plus a whole lot of operational change that goes along with that. I've also got another smaller project which is only for a couple of months, but it just needs my energy and time, trying to recruit people for contractors, fixed term, a range of roles for the projects. And then at least last week there was at least 3 other project managers or potential projects that needed some reviews, help with documentation, help with process, help with getting started, and at least 3 or 4, and it was only a 4-day week. It's just nuts. It's just so busy. So I got home late. Pretty much Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. Just worked late. So got no stitching done on Tuesday, or I can't remember, Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. And then I felt like something repetitive. And because I got my silk, the green silk for my Northern Expressions needlework, the twisted band sampler, you can't read it, that dodgy PDF print job. So I purchased recently the 3 greens, soie d'Alger over soie silk, and I decided to pick that up. So I had this green, it's 2 different specialty stitch rows here. One's supposed to be an eyelet, but I'd mucked it up in the blue, so I just changed it to, I guess, a Smyrna cross, really, the equivalent of a Smyrna cross, because I just misread the pattern, and by the time we worked all the way, you're not picking it out. And then I can't remember what the other stitch is. Oh, rice stitches as well. It's, you kind of need you can tell, it gives different texture. You can't look at it and tell what they are, but you can tell that the texture's different. You need a magnifying glass to see. So they basically got those 2 rows or 3 rows done on whenever I did stitch during the week, and then yesterday I got started. I got most of the cross stitch done, which is the roses in the middle, and then I got so probably got 2/3 of that done on Saturday, and then I finished this band this morning, and then started on the dark green specialty row, which those are satin stitches, so they're like massively fast. I mean, these, after doing all of this, which is very thread heavy, you can kind of see it better on screen than you can see. It's so funny. It's more clear on screen than it is looking at it. Yeah, this goes so fast, just being standard crosses, and then satin stitch is incredibly fast compared to rice stitches, which, if you're not sure what a rice stitch is, you do a cross like this, and then you put a little dirt, can't draw a picture, you do a little leg. So first you do a cross like that, and then you go back and you do basically little crosses across, so they end up being kind of like a square, and yeah, that's all the way up. So they take a long time because they just do, they're just a lot slower, but I got them done. And now I think in the dark green there's a row of Rhodes stitches, which are like oblong, similar to Smyrna crosses but oblong, and then large, I can't remember what they call them. They're like these ones, large crosses, like these ones, which are what, 16 leg. So yeah, I'm so good at this, aren't I? Anyway, they'll go pretty quick though. They're very quick to stitch. The beauty about this is those, while the specialty rows take ages, they're very repetitive. So, which I don't mind, and you don't have to like look at the pattern because it's the same. Everyone is the same. So it's just, you just do one, do another one, do another one. So it's quite a nice little mindless stitch to do those. Yeah, anyway, blah blah blah. I'll probably carry on and finish out the dark green before I put this away, and then so that'll be finishing up this band, and then the start of this cross stitch band is dark green, and then it moves into the dark orange, which I don't orange yellow, I don't have that yet, so I'll have to get that. That silk. That'll be on my to buy list. So that's what I stitched on. So it's not a heck of a lot because work takes up so much of my time between work and sleep. I try and squeeze in some cross stitch. So yeah, to be fair, I did get quite a bit done yesterday afternoon, last night, and a little bit this morning. Yeah, so that's all my stitching. I haven't bought anything. I probably want to just carry on, finish off the green on this, then I'll pick up my Quaker Seasons of Friendship again, do a few more motifs on that. Then I might pick up my feeling like doing a bit of long dog, so I might pick up my long dog sampler as well. I don't have lots of whips now, I've only got 5, so yeah, keep working on that. Anyway, so we'll quickly show you some previous finishes. These I believe are Prairie Schoolers. So when back when I was working at the bank, probably around 2004, there was a lady I worked with for a while, and she was also a stitcher, so she brought in a whole lot of her charts and stuff and magazines and things, so I did a little bit of stitching from them. I think I've got a couple of other bits to show in the future. Now, at the time I didn't know who Prairie Schooler was, but I've seen these pop up on the Prairie Schooler as I, looking through, so I know they're Prairie Schooler. I think they were the garden samplers, or are the garden samplers. So they're all on a Lagana. I don't think it's 25, I think it might be 28 count, and it's just this grey, which was the sort of thing where I think, and I borrowed the chart from her, and I stitched these in a week. They took me about 2 evenings. They're as called for, as charted, and I think they're really cool. I can't wait to get these framed. And probably this one, if I stitched it again, I would put more, I would swap these for maybe a bit of orange, change it, although I do like them all together, because you've got the burgundy in here with what I think is an aubergine and those radishes or turnips, and then anyway, they're pretty cool. So yeah, I don't know if I dated them. Did I date them? Oh, I did. It's very hard to read though. Oh, 2004. So that'll go up together. Yeah, just on this one I've got, and really pale green I've got 2004 and my LAM, my initials. So yeah, that's 3 previous finishes. Very quick. They were very quick for me to stitch. I remember I borrowed the chart from here, and then I went to my it's the same needlework store. It was slightly less crappy back then, what I call my crappy local needlework store, and just have a look at what fabric I could pick. And I think I went on colour more than I did, because I would normally have gone with linen, but it's definitely an even weave. Yeah, not slubby at all. So I would have just seen what they had, bought the fabric, went home, and I think I took her the chart back the following week, and she was like, how can you have finished these? It's like, well, they're really straightforward. So I don't know, I stitch fast. Okay everyone, have a great week. I'll be back next week with, who knows, because I don't really do plans, do I? I'll be back with some progress next week. In the meantime, don't let your needles rust. Ciao.